Dhananjay, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, beta. So this is your, let everyone come. I'll take attendance and then we'll continue with the class. Okay. Okay. Beta, with you people, did I do history yesterday?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, civic.
Okay. And tell me in history how much we have completed. If you could keep your cameras on, children. Children, cameras on. Harshit. Hanji. What about others? Anamta, Vishesh. Okay. Abhinav Pandey and Chirag are also there.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Abhinav. Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Vivan. Beta, tell me in history how much we have done. Can you tell? Aksada knows.
Yes.
Yes. Up till where? अक्षदा बताइए बच्चा।
Ma'am, today we will start the strange case
Today I will start the, बताओ।
of Britain.
अच्छा, we have not done strange case of Britain.
I'm done.
Beta, I think with you people, I have completed everything in this except for, let us do one thing. I am sharing the slideshow. I'll be doing it from the conservative regimes. ठीक है? This is a PPT. इस PPT में you are told about, like main heads are told to you, the important ones. So we can go through this PPT one by one. You people can read it one by one. And after this, let me know what you have not understood. Okay? Right? Anamta?
Okay, ma'am.
Anamta is there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If you could read this for me, just give me a minute. Let me take attendance also. Just a minute.
Okay.
Today is 17th. Anya is not there.
17.
Abhinav Pandey.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Agrim Vashisht. Aksada. Akansha is not there. Aksada is there. Anamta is there. Anand is not there. Ayush Singh, are you there? No. Bhumika Patel? No. Chirag Gangwar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Chirag is there. Deepshikha? Not there. Devansh Singh is there. Dhananjay is there.
Present, ma'am.
Dhruv Sharma? Is Dhruv there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have Harshit,
Yes, ma'am.
Kapil, Avya, Khushbu, Kunal, Mehak, Malay. Is Malay there in the class?
Present, ma'am.
Okay.
Present, ma'am.
Malay is there. We have Faiz in the class. No. Haseen, Shoaib, Nikhil Nehra,
Present, ma'am.
Om Sharma, Priyanshu Singh, Ramsha, Sanya is there. Shreya Gangwar, Swali is there in the class.
Present, ma'am.
Swali is there. Vishesh Agarwal,
Present, ma'am.
Vivan Patel. We have Vivan.
Ma'am, present. Ma'am, present, Vivan.
Okay.
Ma'am, Vivan, present.
हाँ बेटा लगा दिया बच्चे. And Yadvendra. Yadvendra is not there. Okay. चलिए अनामिता read now.
Conservative regimes 1815 first established autocracies, second did not tolerate dissent and criticism, second censorship laws to curb the news, fourth curb activities which questioned legitimacy of autocratic government, fifth so on of the
Legitimacy means legality. ठीक है?
legal. Okay. So one of the foremost issues taken up by the liberal nationalist freedom of press.
ठीक है, next.
Ma'am, done.
हाँ. Next.
Ma'am, may I read?
The revolutionaries.
Yes.
The years following 1815, fear of repression, many liberals, nationalist underground. Second, secret societies sprang up in many parts of Europe to train revolutionaries to oppose monarchy. Third, to fight to liberty and freedom. Importance of nation states in the freedom struggle.
Okay, anything in this not understood?
No, ma'am.
मैम sprang meaning.
हाँ, उभर के आई, निकल के आई.
Okay मैम.
चलिए, next is Agrim. Are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Read Giuseppe Mazzini.
Giuseppe Mazzini, an Italian revolutionary, born in Genoa in 1807, member of the secret society Carbonari, exiled in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria, founded Young Italy in Marseilles and Young Europe in Bern, believed that God had intended nations to be the natural unit of mankind. So Italy could not continue as a patchwork of small states and kingdoms. It had to be forged into a single unified republic. His opposition to monarchy and his vision of democratic republic frightened the conservatives. Metternich described him as the most dangerous enemy of our social order.
See, the things that are written in red, they are the highlighted things, right? They are the highlighted words. That means they are important words. Okay.
Okay मैम.
Chalo. Next. Yes. Read.
May I?
No. Let Agrim continue.
The Age of Revolutions, 1830 to 1848. Two ideas became very popular in Europe: liberalism and nationalism, especially by educated middle class. Period of hardship, hunger, shortage of food, population increased, unemployment due to machines, followed by a period of upheavals. July Revolution, 1830, Revolution of Brazil's, Greek War of Independence, 1821.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything not understood?
No, ma'am.
No मैम.
Fine. Next. Wait. Now this is the picture of July Revolution. What happened in July Revolution? Can anybody tell? Read. Dhananjay.
The Bourbon dynasty overthrown constitutional monarchy set up order. Louis Philippe at its head. Metternich once remarked, when France sneezed, the rest of Europe catch cold. Revolution of Brussels. The July Revolution sparked an uprising in Brussels which led Belgium breaking away from the United Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Anything in this to be explained? See,
No,
the July
ma'am.
Revolution, when in 1830 the July Revolution took place, the Bourbon dynasty was overthrown, right? And at that time, Louis Philippe was the head of the country. He was the constitutional monarch of the country, right?
Okay, ma'am.
चलिए. Next. Chalo, read beta. Harshit, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Greece had become a part of Ottoman Empire since the 15th century.
हाँ
Greeks want. Now I'm reading.
हाँ read continue.
Greeks wanted freedom from Ottoman Empire, so started a revolution in 1821. Supported by Greeks living in exile, West Europeans, poets, and artists who mobilized public opinion to support its struggle against a Muslim empire.
Hmm.
The English poet Lord, what is this? Lord Byron,
Lord Byron हाँ
Byron, Byron. The English poet Lord Byron also fought for their cause, died of fever in 1824. The Treaty of what is this?
Constantinople
Constantinople.
The Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation.
ठीक है very good. See, in short, they have given you the events which were responsible for the Greek War of Independence, right? You people can write this as it is for the answer as well, right? Malay, read beta.
Yes, ma'am. The romantic imagination and national feelings. Culture played an important role in creating the idea of nation. Art, poetry, stories, and music helped to express and shape nationalists' feeling. Romantic artists criticized reason and science instead of focused on emotions, institutions, and mystical feelings. The German philosopher Johann Gottfried Herder popularized the true spirit of nation, works gauged through walk songs, walk poetry, and folk dance. Even though Poland has been partitioned, but the feelings of nationalism was kept alive through music and language. Karol celebrated the national struggle through his operas and music, turning folk dances like the Polonaise and Mazurka into nationalist symbols.
ठीक है. This is all about romantic imagination as the national feeling, that which tells you that how culture played an important role in creating the idea of nation art, right? And expressing the nationalist feelings. All
Ma'am,
these
what is meant by folk?
folk बेटा
Ma'am, what is meant by
जो आपके जो
Ma'am,
रीजनल
folk-
बेटा बता रहे रीजनल डांसेस जो होते हैं ना, किसी एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया को जो बिलोंग करते हैं, जिसको हिंदी में
Ma'am,
हम
folk
लोग
poetry.
फोक पोइट्री मतलब हाँ रीजनल एरियाज की जो पोइट्री होती है. जैसे आप अगर वहां जाओगे, बस्तर वगैरह जाओगे, तो बस्तर वगैरह में वहां पे जो पोएम्स बोली जाती है, पोइट्री जो है वहां पे, वो ग्लोरीफाई करती हैं आपके गुंडाधुर और बिरसा मुंडा की कहानियों को. इन्होंने जो अंग्रेजी, हाँ, जो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट थी उसके साथ जो भी वॉट एवर दे हैड, यू नो, द रेवोल्यूशन दैट टुक प्लेस, तो इनके जो इन्होंने जो अपनी लाइफ सेक्रीफाइस करी उसको ग्लोरीफाई किया जाता है थ्रू द पोइट्री, folk poetry that they have. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
चलिए नेक्स्ट स्वाली. स्वाली पढ़ो बेटा.
Yes, ma'am. Language too played an important role in developing nationalist sentiments. After the Russian occupation, the Polish language was forced out of school and the Russian language was imposed. 1831, an armed rebellion against the Russian suppressed now language used as a weapon of national resistance. Polish used for church gathering and all religion instructions. Many priests and bishops punished and banished also. So the use of Polish seen as a symbol of struggle against Russian dominance.
ठीक है.
I'm done.
Fine, fine. Now, condition of France in 1848. Solly, carry on. Continue.
Condition of France in 1848.
Hmm.
1830, year of hardship like increase in population and employment, industrialization, replacing man to machine, rising in food prices, and presently overburdened with federal dues and obligation. 1848 again saw food shortage plus unemployment, due to which population on the streets of Paris, Louis Philippe forced to free National Assembly proclaimed republic, granted suffrage to all right to work.
Just a second.
I'm done.
Beta. I know, I know. Changing the slide. This Salesian uprising we have to do.
Yes, ma'am.
चलिए ये पढ़ेंगे. Let me see who all are there.
मैम चिराग.
चिराग, चलो चिराग. चिराग पढ़ो बच्चे.
Silesian Uprising 1845. 1845 weavers revolted against the contractors who supplied raw material and gave the orders to finish textile because of less payments. 4 June at 2 p.m. a large crowd of weavers marched to the mansion of the contractors demanding high wages. Created ruckus damaging the property. Contractor fled.
Created ruckus.
Ruckus. Damaging the property, contractor fled with his family to a neighboring village, which, however, refused to give shelter. He returned 24 hours later, called the army. 11 weavers shot. Ma'am, this to we have done.
I know, beta. I know we have done, but just a short recapitulation. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now this is the picture. Now comes the Frankfurt Parliament. What was this Frankfurt Parliament? Anybody remembers?
And it was a meeting in the St. Paul Church.
What was this Frankfurt Parliament? This was an initial step for unification of Germany, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And having nation state, the demand for the nation state, this Frankfurt Parliament was the first initiative that was taken towards the unification of Germany, right? Chalo Chirag, read.
Frankfurt Parliament. Seeing the unrest in the country in 1848, the liberals demanded the creation of nation state on parliamentary principles, a constitution, freedom of press and association. In Germany, political associations of middle class came together in the city of Frankfurt and voted for all German National Assembly. 18 May 1848, 1831, elected representatives took their place in Frankfurt Parliament, convented in the Church of St. Paul, drafted a constitution for a German nation headed by a constitutional monarchy.
Okay. Next is, you can use these points for writing the process of unification in Germany. Right,
Yes,
class?
ma'am.
This is
Okay,
all
ma'am.
about this is about the Frankfurt Parliament. Like when you're writing about the unification of Germany, you can use 2 points where you can write that the initiation, the political associations of the middle classes, which came together in the city of Frankfurt and voted for all German National Assembly, was the first step towards the unification of Germany, right? Now read.
Frankfurt. The crown was offered to Friedrich William IV, King of Prussia. He rejected it. A position of aristocracy and military increased. Parliament, dominated by the middle classes, resisted the demands of the workers, soon lost the support. Women were denied the political rights. Women admitted just as observers in the visitors' gallery. Liberals suppressed by the conversations, however, the old order of monarchy understood that the changes required now. Serfdom and bounded labor abolished. The Habsburg rulers granted more freedom to the Hungarians in 1867.
Okay. Wait,
The
Chirag.
make
No, wait. Let me see.
Yes, ma'am.
Abhinav. Abhinav, will you read? Beta Abhinav Pandey. Aksada,
Yes, ma'am.
पढ़ो बेटा.
The making of Germany and Italy. German unification. Otto von Bismarck, the architect of German unification in 1871, the first German chancellor till 1890, used the term blood and iron.
Next. Read.
German unification 1871. After 1848, nationalism in Europe moved away from democracy and revolution as liberals lost their objectives. Conservatives often mobilized nationalist sentiments, promoting state power gained political domination in Europe. Nationalist feelings were dominant in the middle class Germans in 19th century. 1848, they tried to unite the different regions of the German Confederation into a nation-state governed by elected parliament. German unification. This effort of liberals, however, suppressed by the combined forces of the monarchy plus military, supported by big landowners, junkers. The leadership for the unification uh, came in the hands of Bismarck, who took the help of Prussian army and Ma'am, what's this written? Bureaucracy. Fought 3 wars within 7 years: Austria, Denmark, and France. Prussia won completed unification proclaimed in January 1871 the Prussian king William as the German Empire in a ceremony held at Versailles.
Next. Wait. Can you tell what is this?
Map.
Huh?
Map.
It is the map showing
Ma'am, Europe continent.
Nation state.
of Europe continent, but
Nation state.
don't have this in the book. हाँ. चलिए, unification of Italy.
May I?
Agrim. Who was this?
Vivan.
Unification of Italy,
हाँ,
1860.
चलो रुको अग्रिम रुको. विवान को पढ़ने दो उसके बाद आप पढ़ना. विवान पढ़ो बच्चे.
Unification of Italy, 1861. First, architect of Italy, Italian unification. Second, Giuseppe Mazzini, Young Italy, Marseillese, and Young Europe, Bernie Soul. Third, Count Camillo di Cavour, Prime Minister, led to unification. Giuseppe Garibaldi, also known as Bismarck of Italy, formed armed volunteers. Victor Emmanuel Second, proclaimed king of Italy.
Okay. Who are these two?
Ma'am, Garibaldi and Bismarck.
What is their role? Who played the role of architect in the unification of Italy out of these two?
Ma'am, Bismarck.
Garibaldi.
Bismarck.
Vivan, no. Yes, Giuseppe
Garibaldi.
Garibaldi. And Otto von Bismarck?
Ma'am, Bismarck.
Germany.
Oh,
Otto von Bismarck for Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Right, right. Okay, this is a diagram that shows that how Italy was after the unification and before the unification. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Now the process of unification. Chalo, Agrim padho beta.
Process of unification. Political fragmentation. Italy also fragmented like Germany. During the middle of 19th century, it was divided into 7 states, of which only Sardinia, Piedmont, ruled by an Italian prince. North, Austrian Habsburg. Center, Pope. Southern region, Bourbon kings of Spain. Regional languages spoken. 1830. Mazzini made efforts to unite Italian Republic, formed secret societies like Young Italy to achieve his goal.
Next.
Process. Cavour, who was the chief minister, led the movement to unify Italy. He formed a tactful alliance with France, Sardinia, Piedmont, and defeated Austrian forces in 1859. Garibaldi also joined the huge armed forces. In 1860, marched into South Italy and the kingdom of two
Sicilies.
what's this?
Sicily.
Sicilies
Name
and
of the kingdom. Sicilies.
Okay, ma'am. Sicilies and succeeded in driving out the Spanish rulers. 1861, Victor Emmanuel proclaimed the King of United Italy.
Fine. Okay, now comes
Unification
wait. Now comes the strange case of Britain. See, this topic, I think somebody was saying that we have not done, though I remember we have done it in the class. But if you don't remember, it is fine. A short recapitulation over here. See, Britain never existed before 18th century. This nation was nowhere in the map before 18th century. But it was, you know, the British Isles was there, which comprised of the English, Welsh, Scot, and the Irish ethnic groups. What are ethnic groups?
And different languages and culture.
People following different cultural practices and speaking different languages, right? So British nation was not there as such in before 18th century, but British Isles था, islands थे, छोटे छोटे ग्रुप्स थे इसमें. कौन से ग्रुप्स थे? इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग थे, वेल्श थे, स्कॉट थे और आयरिश थे. ठीक है, आयरलैंड का आयरिश थे, स्कॉटलैंड के स्कॉटिश थे, ठीक, और वेल्स के वेल्श थे. Now because of the industrialization जो था, जो wealth English dominating आपके जो groups थे, there was a complete concentration of wealth with these English speaking groups which were dominating also. ठीक है? See, the major language that was spoken in the British Isles was English. So that is why English was considered as the dominating language. And it was, you know, when we talk of the unification of Britain, we say that English language, the English parliament that was there, had played a very important role in the unification of Britain, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Then they say, yes. Chaliye, koi nahi. Now they say that, you know, all these the Scotland Highlands, the Scottish Highlands which were there, they were dominated by the British. There were certain, you know, acts of unions which were signed, like Act of Union 1707 unified the country into the Great Britain. Then under the Act of Union 1840. Sorry, the Act of 1707 that we have, it gave Britain its name as United Kingdom, right? Ireland was merged into British Great Britain. Then Scotland was also taken away. The people were forced to speak English language. Their identities were, they were not allowed to practice their language and other things, and the English was forced onto them. So this is how Scotland became part of the Great Britain. Ireland also became the part of Great Britain because the Protestants and the Catholics, those who were there, these were the two dominating, clans of Christianity that was followed by them. Protestants and Catholics both are Christians, but then the way they follow it is little different. So the Protestants were majorly the part of the Northern Ireland, of the Ireland, and the maximum, the Northern Ireland that was there was incorporated into Britain, right? Right,
Yes, ma'am.
class?
Okay.
Chali. Then national symbols like English language, British flag, national anthem, all these were promoted so that more and more people come to know about the Great Britain. Then through the parliamentary acts, Britain achieved its identity as a nation. Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Chalo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. The Act of Union 1707. Agreed, read.
The Act of Union 1707. The English Parliament seized power from monarchy in 1688. Glorious Revolution. 1707 Act of Union formed by Scotland and England resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain, meant that England was able to impose its influence on Scotland. England plus Scotland. However, the Scottish culture and political institution was suppressed. Ireland too suffered the same fate, later incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801.
Ireland was incorporated in United Kingdom in 1801, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now comes the next topic, that is visualizing the nation. We all have read in French Revolution in class 9 that allegories were made, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
लिबर्टी इक्वालिटी फ्रेटर्निटीज को शो करने के लिए आर्टिस्ट ने फीमेल एलिगरीज का यूज करा था. Now why these allegories were used? These allegories were used so that they can, people, so that people could relate to it, right? So that is why these allegories were made. Chalo, Swali, read beta.
Visualizing the nation allegory, when an abstract idea like greed, envy, love, nation is expressed through a person or a thing. An allegorical story has two meanings, one literal and one symbolic. Nation's portrayal as female figure personification did not stand for any particular
personification
did not stand for any particular women in real life. Example, during French Revolution, artists used female allegory to show liberty, equality, and fraternity.